What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Sports Sidebar Podcast. You're tuned in with your boy Rich, and I'm here with my buddies Tom and JD, and we're about to get this thing started. Let's go! Man, oh man, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got another brand new one for you guys. Episode 68, and the place to be. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Just getting ready for Christmas. Right, a few days away. Be giving out these presents like Santa Claus.
Oh yeah. What do you got going on for Christmas? Anything good?
Just hanging out with the family. Pretty much. I think we're doing a white elephant. So
nice.
Everybody's bringing a gift. I think it's like under $20 or max $20. But I'm sure there's gonna be some cheap gifts in there.
Always.
So gonna have to probably figure out how to plot out, make an alliance with somebody so we can get the best gifts. Because I'm not getting stuck with this damn chocolate. One year I got stuck with it was like a chocolate choo-choo train.
Jeez.
Yeah. I was like, I think I stole or I picked Monopoly. And I was like, I thought I was like home free. It was like two people would pick after me and they're all older. So I was like, there's no way they're going to steal Monopoly from me. I don't even play this game. Long and behold, my uncle, out of nowhere, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to take Monopoly. So he steals the Monopoly from me. And then he's like, we're like, you don't even play Monopoly. He's like, I'm going to use it for my book club. And then to this day, he still has the Monopoly unopened. I just was like, I just want to beat him down for it. Yeah. What do you guys got planned for the holidays?
Yeah, same thing. Just hanging out home. Usual Christmas stuff. Brunch in the morning. Prime rib going for the afternoon. And then just hanging out.
Oh, nice. What are you guys doing for the menu for Christmas? Is it similar to Thanksgiving or a little bit lighter?
No, go a little different. So I'll get a prime rib. It'll be the prime rib. We'll have salad, potatoes. Twice baked potatoes we're doing this time.
Oh, nice.
So that should be good. And then pasta. So we'll do just a regular pasta and sauce, then pasta with vodka sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some appetizers, some brie, a little charcuterie board. We got some oysters, scallops with bacon, pigs in a blanket. So a little bit of everything.
Oh, I got a nice little layout over there.
Yeah, gonna do a couple beer can chickens too for those who don't like the prime rib.
Oh, that sounds good. Do you guys play any like games or anything for like Christmas or?
Usually we'll do something. Got a couple new games, so we'll see what we end up playing.
Okay. The most wonderful time of the year. That's what they call
it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then we got let's get right into it, man. We got the NFL Week 15 just finished wrapping up the other day with these COVID pushback games. We had the Chiefs. They beat the Chargers. Was there any surprise on that, or
the way the game played out a little bit? I think I fell asleep after the Austin Eckler touchdown and put him up 8 early in the fourth actually. And Patty Mahomes figured out in the second half he's getting the ball to Kelsey Hill and was able to tie it up there at the end and sent it overtime. They got the ball and went down and scored in 5 plays. So the outcome I don't think was that surprising, but I felt like the Chargers hung tough. Even after Casey came back and scored and tied the game, they went back down and scored a touchdown, which I thought was against the defense that's been averaging about 10 points per game in the last 6 or 7 games. Thought that they did a pretty good job there of hanging in. Yeah,
I think we got a little rivalry brewing between these two teams. Even though seems like Casey, Casey has been having the better of the outcome as far as wins and stuff. But it's gonna be interesting looking forward to see how both teams can load up. Because it's one of those things. If it might be one of those things, if like you might look back and say, man, if the Chiefs weren't in, if the Chargers weren't in that division with the Chiefs, they could have won a Super Bowl. So we're gonna have to wait and see though. But I like what both sides are doing, especially the Chargers. It's a good young team, just to see how much they can put around Herbert and build up that offense and defense. Give the Chiefs a run for their money.
Yep, for sure.
And then we had the Vikings. They beat the Bears. Thank God. We couldn't afford the Bears winning that game. The Vikings are slowly trying to get in the playoffs, man.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I think are they in a playoff spot right now?
I think so. I think they're fifth or something like that.
They're in the 7th seed right now.
Oh, seven. Okay.
Yeah, Eagles, Saints are there. They got the tiebreaker. So yeah, they're just they're like an interesting team. You know, I
The-
don't think I don't think Kirk Cousins is great. Obviously he seems to not play well in prime time. I mean, he probably Justin Jefferson probably should have had about 300 yards receiving
Mhm.
on Monday with the whole Bears starting secondary was out.
Yeah.
And he he was fine, and Dalvin Cook is a beast. But yeah, that team is just, I don't know. I don't really understand them.
Yeah. They're just like not great and they're not bad.
Yeah,
They're just like okay. They're like a 500 team.
yeah, and they have it in them to play well, and they have it in them to play like total crap. You know, they lost to the Lions a few weeks ago, and like I said, I don't know. They played a lot of close games. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
I,
I don't think that.
I don't know if it's the coach or the quarterback, man. I don't know. It just seems like they just right in the middle. They can't get over the hump to take it to the next level. And then we had the Raiders. They beat the Browns. Nothing too crazy there. The Browns a little beat up. Had a bunch of guys out from COVID.
Yeah, I know, but it took the Browns from first place in the AFC North to last place in the AFC with that loss.
Yeah, I mean I think they're on the outside looking in now because of that.
They are. They're like in, I think, like I don't know what it is, like the 12th spot or something, like something ridiculous at 7-7. Yeah, they're fourth in the AFC North, and I believe they're like 10th or 11th now in the playoff, something like that. They are 12th. So there's 13 teams in the AFC at 500 or better. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that are close.
Yeah, it's KC at 10-4, and then Raiders, Dolphins, Browns, Broncos, all at 7-7.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy is the Steelers got a better record than them.
Jeez, they're still hanging around, man.
I don't know how.
They won't die.
And then we had the Saints. They hold off the Bucks, leave them scoreless, beat them 9-0. I don't know how, but I mean they showed up. I mean that's what happens when you play your in-division games. Those teams know you a lot better than a lot of other teams, and those games are usually a lot closer. But I'm surprised they kept them scoreless.
Yeah, I mean they were ravaged with injuries in that game with Godwin, Evans, Fournette going down. Antonio Brown was already out, but yeah, they were kind of smacked with injuries. I think Lavonte David went out, but yeah, they couldn't score. I mean, they couldn't really move the ball at all. And Brady was frustrated. I think they didn't really run the ball that well. And yeah, I mean the Saints defense is legit. I don't think that we ever thought that they weren't, but yeah, Tampa Bay's got to be better there. They got to win that game.
Did you see one of the Saints players? He I think he like messaged I think it was like Microsoft or something saying where can I buy another like MacBook or not MacBook what is it called
the Surface Pro.
Yeah, Surface Pro, because I have a friend that he's like I have a friend that broke his, referencing Tom Brady when he threw it he threw the Pro broke it on the sideline. I thought that was pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
But Tom Brady's gonna use fuel, so hopefully that guy's now on the same team when they face again, because he's definitely gonna be going in his direction. So.
Oh yeah.
We had the Ravens, man. They go for an extra point again. They lose. How are you feeling about this one?
Yeah, man. I didn't like this one. I felt like they had all the momentum. They came back. They put in the hard work to get back from 14 down, and for me, and I know that Harbaugh doesn't necessarily trust his defense, but his defense made a couple good stops down there at the end. And first I didn't like the play call, but I wouldn't even. Yeah. I would have kicked the extra point and took it to overtime and took my chances, especially with the Packers. But they showed the video, and Harbaugh's asking Huntley, would you go for it? And what quarterback or what NFL player is going to say, no, coach, kick it? Like, no, of course they want to go for the win if you give them the option.
Oh yeah.
I felt like it was trying to like show people why he did it, but like you're the coach, right? You got to play out that situation. Don't let your players tell you what to do. So, I understood the other one. They were kind of hanging on for dear life, and they were ravaged by injuries in the secondary. But this one, they had the momentum. I felt like they should have just kicked it and went into overtime.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that they went for it, but I think the play was terrible.
Yeah.
It seemed like they went exactly to the same side that the Packers were loading up on. It didn't seem like it was like anything innovative, or it just seemed like everybody goes to the right and everybody went to the right to defend it. It wasn't like there wasn't. It didn't seem like there was any pre-motion to before the snap or anything like that, or to make people move. Or I thought they would have ran it too. I thought they would have did like kind of a quarterback option play, but because of the game Hunt was having. But hey, and then they went to. I don't know, man. The play was just off to me. I felt like they could have picked a way better play.
The worst part was Marquise Brown was open in the end zone too. In the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Was wide open. That's
what I'm saying. Like it just seemed like everybody went to the right. Like nobody paid attention to the left side of the field or any other part of the field. It was just like it made it seem too obvious where they were going. Yeah,
no, I agree.
And then we had the Lions. They get another win, man. They get 2 more, man. We talking, man.
I told you they weren't as bad as their record was showing.
Yeah, they're not as bad as the record is show, because they play a lot of close games.
The Texans and the Jaguars are much worse teams than the Lions.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know if the Texans or the Jags can win another game, man. That's gonna be the hard, and the Lions. It's gonna be hard for these teams to get. We need them to get like at least 4 wins. One of them is close, but I don't know about the other 2. Then we had the Jets and the Giants. They do exactly what needed to be done. We keep in pace. And then the Seahawks, they lost to the Rams the other night. It looks like the Rams are getting back at it, man. Even though they had a bunch of guys out for COVID, they're putting it together, getting ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, yep, they are. Cooper Kupp is having one of those seasons.
Yeah,
he's been awesome.
He might get the Triple Crown this year.
He could. Yeah, he's rolling, and him and Stafford got the connection. The defense is gonna be fine, I think. And then it's what do they have for running game? So if they can get it all figured out, I think they're looking good.
Oh yeah. So they just got to keep it together, and then come playoff time, they can't let teams run all over them. How we've seen some of those teams do during the season. Then we got this upcoming week of 16. We got some decent games. We got the Titans and the 49ers. That should be a good one. We got the Browns and the Packers.
I was going to say they're really stepping up the Thursday night games, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like they're moving some of the games because, they're doing Saturdays now. So I think they're trying to take a page out of NBA's book with those Saturday night games. It seems like the Saturday night games are better than the Thursday night.
Well, they always do They do Saturday after college football's over. They usually have a couple of weeks of Saturdays, and then get ready for the Saturday playoff wild card day.
Yeah, but it seems like when they do that, they move the better games to the Saturday instead of instead of the traditional Thursday.
Yeah.
But it also might be just the teams' records as well, because if some of these teams had better records, the games would be more important. And there's a lot of injuries and a lot of people out for COVID, so some of these games it's kind of like you don't even know who's playing anymore.
Yeah.
So we got the Browns and the Packers. I don't know if all those players from the Browns are still coming back. I don't know if they'll be back for that game either.
No, they started getting them back today, a couple at a time, probably.
I mean, it's supposed to be a good game, but the Browns haven't been showing up. So I mean, if they don't show up, then it's not going to be a good game.
They need their players back.
Yeah, a lot of people are hurting, man. I know. As long as the Giants are hurting, I'm fine. Then we got the Lions versus the Falcons. The Lions can get another win here. That's what I'm hoping for.
They could.
So I mean, it'll get us closer and closer, because I would just love for one of us to get the first and second pick.
The Jets have the Jaguars this weekend. It's a big game for the Jets.
Oh yeah, because if you guys let them win, then I mean it's going to be a tie between outside of the Texans. But I mean the Texans, as I was saying, it's going to be. I think it's really going to just come down to like strength of schedule, because If everybody gets 4 wins, then it's pretty much gonna come down to strength of schedule. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Because that way we got a better chance of jumping to the. I don't mind if we don't get one, but I would love for us to get 2, just to get one of those defensive ends. Because now everybody's talking about defensive ends going 1 and 2.
Yes, I saw that Hutchinson and
Thibodeau.
Yeah, Thibodeau. Yeah, I saw the same thing, 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean that hasn't been done since freaking the 90s. When I think I forget who went first, and LeVar Arrington went second.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean it's been a long time since it was back-to-back defensive ends or defensive players like that. So I mean we'll wait and see. Still got a few more games left to keep our fingers crossed for our teams.
Oh yeah.
And then we got the Colts versus the Cardinals. That should be a good one. Who you like in that one?
I like the Colts. I think the Colts are rolling right now, and the Cardinals are struggling to figure out what they are. And I still think Kyler Murray's a little banged up, and without Nuke in there, they struggle a little bit. So I like the Colts in this one. Defense is playing good. Jonathan Taylor, MVP candidate, and Carson Wentz just needs to manage the game and not do anything stupid.
Yeah, I mean pretty much. But the Colts are doing a great job of not keeping the ball in his hands for too long. By that run game. I mean, they got a great offensive line, good defense. They're going to be a tough out come playoffs.
Yep, yeah, they are.
Then we got the Jets and the Jags. Let's go Jags. Then we got the Giants. We got the Giants and the Eagles. Let's go Eagles.
That game's a win-win for you. The Jets Jaguars game.
Yeah, because one of the teams is gonna jump back. So
yeah.
Then we got the game of the week. It's probably gonna be the Bills versus Patriots round 2. It's gonna be interesting to see how much the Patriots run the ball. What the game plan is against the Bills. The Bills a lot of the Bills players was mad, and compared to about how much the Patriots was running on them. So let's see if they can stop it now.
Gotta stop them. Ooh, that New Orleans Miami matchup on Monday night's gonna be a stinker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It feels like they're swapping the prime time, the real prime time nights.
Yeah, they've had some decent Monday night games this year. Where in the past they've had some pretty awful ones. I feel like this year they've done better with the Thursday and Monday night games.
Yeah, sometimes I ask, like, how do some of these teams get these primetime games? Even though I understand, they're supposed to, but there should be a way that some of these teams shouldn't be on a primetime game like that.
Yeah, no, I know, but you never. I mean, when they make the schedule, Miami's supposed to be better than they were last year. Saints, obviously, you're not expecting Taysom Hill to be, starting, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah. And then on to the NBA. Bunch of positive tests in the NBA too. It's running wild. I think they were saying like 87 players or something like that were recently testing positive. And it looks like the NBA is not postponing any games. So
they're trying not to. If you got 8 guys that can play, they're just saying play. So yeah, I think Adam Silver said yesterday they're doing everything they can not to postpone these games. They want to keep them rolling. And I think in basketball, I was talking with someone about this yesterday, but I think in basketball it's easier to get by because you're not playing. You're playing not every night, but you have a few games that you'll probably miss, but it's a few out of 82 as opposed to in the NFL it's 1 out of 16. These guys are used to having people out and things like that. So and the thought at least the way I think about it is they should be back in 10 days or so. So maybe you miss 3 or 4 games at the most. It's not ideal, but I think that you can get these guys back and get playing again.
Yeah, but I think it sucks for some of the fans because
it does for sure.
Because let's say you wanted to see LeBron and he's out for COVID protocols and the game doesn't really get rescheduled. I mean, it's pretty much a waste of a game. Or on both sides, even if let's say LeBron's playing KD and they're both out due to COVID protocols, it's just like, oh man, spent my hard-earned money. But I wonder if the NBA will do something where they'll give like a refund, a partial refund, or some kind of refund for.
I doubt it.
For when that happens. Oh yeah, it's just too much money.
I doubt it. Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, it happens too. I mean, I forget what game it was earlier in the year. I think it was in Philly when Golden State was going in there, and like Wiggins, Curry, Poole, like they were all sitting, and it was just like a throwaway game. It sucks, but it does happen, unfortunately.
Oh yeah. And then I mean, hopefully it doesn't affect these Christmas Day games coming up on Saturday. I mean, we got the Hawks versus Knicks. I guess this is becoming a new rivalry since the playoffs. But I mean, both teams are kind of struggling. Hopefully they can get their footing together. Hopefully the Knicks can. They have some guys out for COVID protocols too, but overall,
Derrick Rose just had surgery. He's out 8 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not looking like the magical season like I thought it would, but hopefully we can muster up some wins. I mean, we got enough guys on the bench, to win some games. Stay afloat until everybody comes back healthy. Then we got the Celtics and the Bucks. You guys ready for the Bucks, man? What's going on?
I think so. I think that Celtics should have a lot of their team back. Horford, Richardson, etc. should hopefully be back, ready to go. I mean, they're getting healthier. Brown's looking better. Tatum's been great. Rob Williams has been good. So they just got to get it, put it together and be able to put it together for the full 48. That's been the problem, is they have one bad quarter and it tanks the rest of the game on them. So
I think your boy Joe Johnson gonna be there he's gonna be on the roster for that game.
40-year-old Joe Johnson, he's back. 19 years between stints with the Celtics.
I mean, that's gonna be interesting to see. He's been leading the big three in points like the past however many seasons they've been playing. So I mean, he's gonna get some buckets.
I don't think he had anyone guarding him in the big three.
I don't know, man, but he's one of those guys that just gets buckets, man. I don't know how. Oh, I mean, I know how, but I don't know. He's like an in between of like a Paul Pierce and I don't know, somebody else, like a Jamal Crawford or something. Like he's not too fast, but I mean, he can score. So I mean, I think that would be good for you guys coming off the bench, give you guys a little spark. And he's a bigger guy, so it'll help give Tatum or Brown a rest. Then we got
it could.
Then we got the Warriors and the Suns. That should be a good one. I think Clay should be coming back, and I think Booker will be back. So I'm going to see the 1-2 punches go at it for both teams. I don't know. Wiseman's going to be back.
Yeah, Clay's not going to be back till January 9th, I think.
Oh, dang. I thought he was going to get it, man, but
I know. Almost.
Guess we got to wait. Then we got the Nets versus the Lakers. Lakers are struggling. AD's out. They got IT, but they don't need scoring. They need defense. So it's gonna be an interesting game to see, because it looks like the load is on LeBron, but I don't think he can carry this Lakers team, man.
You don't think so?
Nah, because they just don't play defense, and then Russell turns over the ball too much.
I think the Lakers are kind of getting close to dead.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make the playoffs. There's a lot of teams in the West, man. I don't know. They have players. I don't think they just mesh well. It's like oil. It's just like oil and water, man. It's just like it just doesn't go well.
No, I totally agree. I just think that there's a handful of guys, and it just it doesn't jive well.
I don't know. Maybe they make a trade or something and get some better defensive players or role players. Some guys that can hit some threes. But I mean, LeBron's gonna be LeBron, but at the end of the day, it's just not enough. He needs help.
He does. He's aging too. I mean, he's getting a little bit older, and he was never, he could carry a team, but I feel like for a full season in the playoffs, especially, I think he does well with carrying the team. But for a full season, he needs some help. And Anthony Davis being out 4 to 6 weeks minimum is, and like you said, Russell Westbrook, just I don't know. It's just a weird dynamic they got there.
Yeah, I mean, he just turns over the ball too much. It's sometimes when you just watch him, you're like, is this the same triple-double guy that we've seen like a few years ago?
I mean, he's always had issues with turnovers, even when he was getting all the triple-doubles. I mean, his turnover numbers were high.
But I guess it just looks way worse when that's all he's doing.
It does, yeah. Yeah, when he's not putting up the triple-doubles, the turnovers are definitely amplified.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't really like the signing from the beginning, but hey, maybe the players thought otherwise. They thought he'll come in and be the triple-double guy, but I don't know. It's just not working out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the Mavericks and the Jazz. I'm not sure how this was a Christmas Day game. I felt like there could have been a bunch of better Christmas Day games in this one. Don't get me wrong. I like Luka. I like Luka and Spider, but
Luka ain't gonna be playing. He hit the COVID roster today, unfortunately. So yeah, that was it's kind of like the late game, right? Like you're had a few
time of bed.
Time of bed. In bed. And this is a game I've turned down a few times. Going to bed. But it always seems to be like the Jazz, or they make sure to put the the LA teams at that 8 o'clock slot or the 5 o'clock slot. But yeah, I would I like watching Luka, but this game I probably will not be watching.
Oh yeah, I'll probably be done by the Nets Lakers halftime, depending on that score.
Oh yeah.
Then I think that's it for NBA. We had your boy Tiger and his son. It was golfing. It was golfing this past weekend. It looked good, man. Your boy Tiger blew it. Huh? Your boy Tiger blew it, man. Blew it on the putts, man.
I mean, they were freaking 15 under. What do you want from the guy? His kid can play. I mean, it was just nice to see him back out there, and
looks like he was having fun.
Yeah, he's having fun. Look, obviously he's not anywhere near being able to walk 4 rounds of golf right now, but swing looked good. He unleashed a few big drives, chipping the ball, putting the ball pretty well, and he got to play a couple rounds with his kid. So it was good. It's definitely good to see. People are excited. I mean, anytime Tiger's in a tournament, people are watching, but this one seemed like a little bit different.
Yeah, it felt like a actual like PGA tour or something. But that's kind of the crowd he draws when he's playing.
Yeah, absolutely. He will he'll draw that crowd until he retires from golf.
Yeah, I mean, even if he retires and he went to like announcement, I feel like, or he did something, whatever he did, people were always going to show up just because what he did to the sport.
He's gonna be like Jack. He's never gonna do the announcing, but he'll build courses and host tournaments and things like that. I think he likes to move around too much to settle down and do announcing. But yeah, I think until he's probably like 65 or so, 70 maybe, people are going to think that he can win a tournament. So
yeah,
and I think as long as he's playing, professionally, he's not playing if he doesn't think he can win. So
yeah, I wonder if he'll get into like team ownership for like a basketball team or a football team.
He's a big sports guy just in general. He always has been.
Yeah, and Jordan's one of his buddies, so
I don't know if they're buddies anymore.
Oh, because of the little scandal.
Yeah. I think Michael actually said at some point he wasn't returning his calls.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, man. Too much got out, man.
I know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. We got another brand new edition of JD's Bites and Brew. What you got for us?
All right. So tonight we got a little throwback dish to the Irish heritage here. Did a Irish bangers and Colcannon mash. For those that don't know, that's sausages and mashed potatoes. But in the Irish way is you fry up the Irish sausage, kind of just brown it on high heat, and then roast it in the oven for about 10 minutes. While it's doing that, I mean, you have your potatoes boiling for your mash, and you fry up some red onion, leeks, garlic, and cabbage. Mix in some scallions, crack some black pepper, salt, and get that all into like a little medley. And then while that's kind of simmering, throw your butter and your milk. Get that to a simmer, put your potatoes back in, get those all mashed up, and then add some Irish cheddar cheese in there. Stir that all in, and then you actually take some of that veg medley, toss that into the potatoes, and then Yeah, mix it in, throw that in a little bowl, throw your sausage on top, and then throw a little bit of that vegetable medley on the side. You got yourself some bangers and mash.
Oh, nice. That sounds good. Can you add more vegetables to it, like if you wanted to, or like any
Yeah, you could.
like green
Yeah, you
peppers, red
could. I
peppers,
mean,
anything like that with the sausage, or?
I wouldn't. That's not really an Irish thing, but you could if you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to. The Irish aren't big on vegetables outside of
Bulls.
potatoes, so. But yeah, you could. It would add a little, a little bit of that like ballpark feel to it.
Oh, nice. Is there like places or like get that, or is just one of those dishes that really is only something you get like if you cooked it?
I think if you go to an Irish place, they have it. I mean, most authentic Irish places will have some sort of version of it. The mash was something I hadn't made before, but it does add a little bit. I'm not like obviously I like mashed potatoes, but I'm not like a huge like weeknight mashed potato guy. I
Mm-hmm.
usually save it for like holidays. But mixing in the vegetable medley was kind of a nice change up.
Oh, nice. And then what did you guys drink that down with?
What we had tonight was another beer from my friends down in Providence here. Long Live Beer Works down in Providence, and
Okay.
to try to keep in the the, I guess, bratwurst kind of German theme. Had their house pale ale, so just it's a standard pale ale. I don't know why the for some reason the house just like piqued my interest, and I was like, oh, we'll try that. But it's similar to, I think they try to take like their Pilsner like flavor profile and then dry hop it. I forget what they use. They use cashmere from a local cashmere hops from a local hop yard. Um, and I thought it was okay. Not my favorite beer from them, but the can and the name kind of caught my eye, so I figured I'd give it a shot. But it's 6%, not too shabby, and good, easy drinking beer. But I'd probably only go with like I don't know, 7.1 on that.
Oh man, sounds like it was a little letdown.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't like, I didn't have super high hopes, but like I said, the name caught my eye, and I was like, oh, this sounds interesting, because they do make a lot of good pilsners and some other, more European style of beers. So, but this one was really just a pale ale, standard pale ale.
Gotcha. Would you is that something you think you would pick up again, or just it's a hard pass next time?
It depends, because it's it's one of those places where you only get the beer at the brewery. So if I'm going down there, I like to get at least it's about an hour drive for me. So I like to get a handful of different stuff. Depending on what they have on their list, they had another one that I think I've reviewed on here before, the Skull Medallion. It's like a double IPA that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So probably depending on what they had, I'd probably pass on this one and go for like their Pilsner, or they have another one, Heart of the Champion, which is a really good one. But yeah, they didn't have any of those this time, so it kind of just went on a flyer.
Gotcha.
But you got to try stuff, Rich, right? It's the only way you learn.
Yeah, pretty much. Otherwise, you'd be stuck in your ways. But some people like that, man.
Hey, I kind of waffle between that sometimes, where I'm like, why would I get something I don't know when I can get something else that I know I enjoy? But so it's easier. I feel like at breweries and to just and even in liquor stores now, you can just buy a single can, so you don't have to commit to a $15 or to $20 4-pack. But at breweries, it's nice because they'll let you try it, so you don't have to buy a full beer and then decide you don't like it, right? So that is one nice perk about going to the brewery.
Yeah, or even in general, like it's always good to try something new and like it, and then you can just add it to your list.
Totally agree. Sometimes that commitment, $20 commitment or whatever it is, and then if you don't like it, basically you're pouring the beer down the drain, and then you got 3 more or 5 more sitting in your fridge for who knows how long. I think I have
months,
a case and a half sitting next to my fridge of beer I'm never gonna drink.
months and
I
years.
pull out of my fridge. So it happens, man. And that's about probably 6 years of build up now.
Oh yeah. Then that's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. Then for the BRRs this week, finished up Hawkeye. It was a decent series of the Disney series. I'll probably rank it. I'll probably say Loki was the best one. Loki, and then Scarlet Witch. I think I liked it better than the Captain America, the Falcon and Winter Soldier one. So it'd probably be the third out of 3 out of 4. But I mean, I don't know if they're they kind of, I don't want to say sets up for some stuff. Well, it does. I mean, they introduce some people. You see some returning characters. Don't want to spoil anything, but it's kind of helped building that second tier of Marvel. So like how we have like the movie stuff is like the biggest and the baddest, and then some of the TV show stuff is probably going to be a lot of the second tier like heroes and villains that we're going to get to see. So I mean, Marvel and Disney, they got it on lock, man. They know what they're doing over there. So we're going to get a lot of great content from them coming soon. So, and then outside of that, watched The Matrix. I don't know how to feel about it, man. I don't know how to feel about it, man. It's like, it's a little confusing at times because like they're bringing back like other characters from the previous Matrix, but some of those characters are like in different forms.
Okay.
And then I can't give it away. I don't want to give anything away, but I mean overall it's okay. So this is the fourth Matrix movie, right?
Yeah.
This is probably the third. This is probably the third or the third or fourth best of the 4.
Really?
But I mean, it's tough, man. I mean, The Matrix is one of those movies that revolutionized movies.
For sure.
So, I mean, it's hard to live up to. And they do a lot of like revisiting of old scenes from The Matrix, but in a newer fashion. It's just something was off. I don't know what it was. Overall, it's okay. It's one of those you would just watch just to see because you're already 3 movies in from the series, so you got to see how it finishes off. But it's probably not something you would like rewatch. Like if the first, how like if you're changing channels and the first Matrix came on, you might end this episode. There's like a certain part where like Neo's fighting. You're like, oh wait, let me see this real quick. And then you might change channel, but like, or you might end up watching it. But this one, I don't know. It's probably one of those you just watch once and then just let it sit by the wayside.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then some other movies and stuff I'm waiting to catch up on. I want to see the new Resident Evil. Didn't get a chance to see that yet. And then I'm probably gonna see Spider-Man on Friday. So
nice.
I'll give you the review on that. From what I'm hearing, it's pretty good. Won't spoil anything for you. And then
I've heard good things.
And then for TV shows, just still catching up on the same stuff. Finished The Witcher, which was pretty good. I don't know if have you seen the first season or?
I haven't seen The Witcher, no.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of like that's the thing now. When you watch shows and it's like Game of Thrones, everybody says Game of Thrones-ish now because Game of Thrones is like the top of like any like medieval time type show. But I mean, this is based off a video game, so they're doing a great job of the adaptation of the video game. They give you a lot of different storylines. I mean, overall, it's a good show, man. A lot of good action, good acting. I mean, it's one of those definitely in the 8 range. If I had to put a number on it as far as shows. Definitely a good show.
Everyone that watches it, I heard enjoys it.
Yeah, I mean, it's great acting, great action. There's really nothing really bad about the show. It might get confusing at times because of the different storylines. I know you saw Evan mention it in the group chat.
Yep.
But I mean, overall, I mean, it's a good show, man. There's nothing really that you can like nitpick and say, oh, I didn't like that or this or that. But and it does a great job out of doing the video game justice.
Nice.
And then Netflix got some other stuff coming up. I know Emily in Paris is coming back. I think this week, and then there's a few other stuff coming back up. I'm almost done with Money Heist, last season right now. Got a few more episodes to go. That's another good show. I haven't seen the ending yet, so I don't know if this is the final season. But the way it's shaping, it looks like this is probably the final season. But overall, I mean, the whole 1 through 5 has been great. Glad I checked it out. Gave me something to watch. One of those shows I'm sad to see it go, but I mean, there's only so many robberies you can do without being, let's say, caught or people knowing you for what you do. So definitely something else you want to check out if you got some time. Then I think that's pretty much it, man. What's your also forgot to ask you, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Man, that's a tough one. Oh, it really depends what I'm in the mood for. I mean, I'll give you my top 3. Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
Home Alone 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because my love for New York, and Love Actually.
Love Actually. I forget. I don't remember that movie.
Yeah, it's from like 2002, 2003. Hugh Grant. There's actually a ton of actors in it. Keira Knightley. Hugh Grant's basically the main storyline. He becomes the Prime Minister of Britain, and they're all tied together basically.
I feel like that was the first movie where they was doing all those connection love connection love movies.
It was before that, kind of took off and got hot there for a little bit. I was in high school when it came out, so it was like 2003. But yeah, it's just always been one of those movies. It was enjoyable to watch. Good, some good comedy. Good, rom-com stuff and some more serious things. Oh, Liam Neeson's in it too. That's right. But yeah, that was my top 3. It again, it really for me depends on what kind of food. I mean, there's some other ones that I really like too that I think get a little underplayed. Fred Claus is funny with Vince Vaughn and what's his face there, Spacey's in it, and Paul Giamatti. It's good. Christmas with the Cranks. Surviving Christmas with Ben Affleck and Christina Applegate. There's just a ton of really good, older Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And now that the kids like the Christmas Chronicles, which are with Kurt Russell, and those are pretty good too.
Yeah. When he's that's the one where he's Santa, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go with Home Alone. That'd be one of mine. Jingle All the Way. I love that one.
That's a great one.
That's a hilarious one with your boy Arnold.
That is a good one. Arnold and guy's name?
I forgot his name. Crap. He passed away, right? That guy.
Yeah, he did.
And then Trading Places. That's one of my favorite. Even it's not really, to me. It's a Christmas movie, but people don't consider it a Christmas movie. That's just like Die Hard.
It's like Die Hard.
Yeah. And then The Grinch, that was another good one.
Oh yeah, classic. Yeah.
Jack Frost. I don't know if you remember that one.
Oh yeah. The one with not the original. The one with what's his name? Michael Keaton.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a bunch of good ones, man.
There's a lot of good Christmas movies.
Is there a Christmas movie you hate?
Hate. Yeah. What's that one that's always playing on TNT? Christmas Story.
Oh, when he looks the one when he licks the pole.
Yeah. Christmas Story. Terrible. I can't watch that movie.
Oh yeah, I hate that one too.
Give me a break. And they
I don't know how people like that movie.
Like, come on, it's now 2021. Can we stop playing that movie? Like, it is just so bad.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like A Wonderful World either.
A Wonderful, yeah, I don't either. Like, I'm so out on that stuff. Like, no, thank you. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, thank you.
Anytime that's on, I just I just go to the next channel.
Yeah, I can't do it. And
I
it'll be
don't know,
on like freaking TNT and TBS for like 24 hours. I'm like,
Yeah, I hate
in
that.
God's name are we doing here?
And yeah, I mean, then it used to be on channel 11 too.
Did it?
Or back in the day, it was called it's like WXB the WBX something or whatever. Channel 11. Oh, in New York, I don't know what you guys have it. Guys up there.
Used to have the yeah. I remember I used to watch the Friday night Yankee games on that or something.
Yeah, but I think now they just call it WB or WB channel, whatever.
Yeah. No, don't have that. We get full TNT and TBS Christmas Story on Christmas Day.
Yeah, but now we get NBA basketball, so that's all that matters.
Perfect.
Then I think that's pretty much it, man.
Nice.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time.
Until next time. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out with your boy Rich, JD, and Tom here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.